I get asked pretty often about James Hardie siding as well as other brands of siding. How do they do against fading? And so, unfortunately, the sun is pretty well undefeated since the beginning of time on fading products. What I will say is that James Hardie, they spend about $20 million a year in research and development on their products, as well as their ColorPlus technology. Going back about 12, 13 years ago, James Hardie started doing all of their own color finishing in-house. So it's proprietary to them. They're not outsourcing it to a third party, and they have ColorPlus lines within their plants where the product is made. So they've done testing to show that their color that's baked onto the product fades 400 times slower than a field-based paint or an equivalent vinyl product that has a pre-finish from the factory as well. The thing about plastics is plastics tend to fade at a much faster rate than, say, a fiber cement or a wood type product. So the answer is, if you pick a super dark James Hardie color, like a rich espresso or a deep ocean or an iron gray, you can expect that there will be some level of fading over time. What I think will happen with Hardie is that you'll see consistent fading, and Hardie actually warranties against irregular fading, blistering, chipping, cracking, peeling, things like that. So I've never seen Hardie products chip or peel or blister or crack, but sometimes, wall to wall, depending on how intense the sun is on that wall, you might see some level of fading. And really what it is just losing some of that sheen. It may go from a nice satin finish to a little more of a flat finish in 15 to 20 years. I personally like that you can paint Hardie siding. So in 15 to 20 years, it's not gonna fail if you don't paint it. It's not like wood where it'll start to fall apart. It's just you have the option to paint it to give it a facelift and make it look fresh and new again. So typically we say, depending on the color you pick with Hardie, you've got 15 to 20 years of that color, and then maybe looking at giving it a refresh and paint it to make it look glossy and new again, but the product itself will continue to hold up for many, many years beyond that.